Let's
I hope
go.
this works okay. Well, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't work okay because who gives a shit about last weekend anyway?
Mate,
That was worse than I thought.
Carlton versus Sydney.
I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
I don't know what to say about that one.
I've got notes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Good, because I couldn't watch it again.
I did.
You know what really shit me? It's the
What?
same thing that really shit me with the Adelaide game is they did exactly the same fucking thing they did a year ago.
Yeah, right.
They outmuscled us. They tagged in the midfield.
Yeah.
We had a real chance because they had a key defender out, which is what happened last year.
Yeah.
Maybe the only difference was they're playing a lot better than they were last year. But it was that we're just bloody scared of them. They acted like a bunch of blouses out there. They just weren't going for contests or tackles or... And Sydney are a tough team. I think they're just scared shitless of them, to be honest.
Well, my son reckons they're stronger. They're tougher than they were last year.
They look it. Yeah.
Because I was talking to him about that Heaney pushing Chincotta just pushed him out of the way.
Yeah.
And
Well, that was timing too. That was good timing.
it was.
He had the advantage over him slightly.
Yeah, but I mean, it just looked so easy. And I said that to Ben, and he said, "Yeah, we were like that last year."
Right.
He said they've got stronger this year
Okay.
physically,
Okay.
but so
I mean, I've certainly calmed down, but fucking hell, I was disappointed with that one.
it was.
I don't mind losing. I don't mind losing to a better team, but when you put that sort of effort in, that really worries me. Anyway, we'll get into
I knew after the first quarter, and we've done this so many times, I knew that was all we had.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then they were just going to figure us out,
Yeah,
and away they go.
yeah.
I mean, it was Sydney. Though, of course, like Melbourne. We're just not smart enough. I mean, Walsh was totally shut down.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but where was his midfield friends that try and... Like, if you saw that happening, wouldn't you run through one? I mean, I know you can't, you can't play like you used to, but wouldn't you try and help him out in some sort of way? Was that happening? Didn't seem to be.
There was no plan B, that's for sure. But then when you look at when you look at just what they're dealing with in the middle, Heaney, Warner, Papley was coming through, Blakey was on the wing, and Rowbottom was on Cripps.
Yeah.
And it was just like that. Just that alone, they're a ton times better than what we have.
Yeah.
I mean, Hewitt and Kennedy, they've got no speed.
Yeah.
None of them have got any speed.
Not really. Well, she's quick-ish, but...
Well, he's quick-ish, but not like Warner or Blakey.
No.
They're just so much better.
I've said here, here's my notes. How do you... Oh, actually, I must have fucking deleted them, did I? Oh, no, here we are. How do you beat Carlton? I've written.
Yeah, okay.
You tag the mids.
Yep.
You outrun them with both pace and spread.
Yep.
And then you pressure them until they lose all composure and start playing like dickheads.
Easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't rocket science for them.
No.
They didn't even give a shit about the first quarter.
No.
They're just like, yeah, okay. That was their best punch.
They were like Muhammad Ali on the ropes with George Foreman pounding into him.
Exactly. Just waiting for round 8.
Yeah. That's it.
Look, poor Jack Carroll. He tried. He really tried.
Yeah, honestly, he did, and actually, he was there was a little bit of hope watching him, even though he got outrun by Chad Warner. That was sad to watch.
I know.
And that
I know.
smart ass poking his tongue out at him.
I know. I know. That's tough.
Yeah. But yeah, he did. And to be honest, Cripps never gave up, as you expect from Cripps. He's a champion, and I don't think Rowbottom got the better of Cripps. I think Cripps still had a good game.
I think he just didn't let him. He just didn't give him an inch.
Mm.
You know, so like that's just the midfield.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're right about the pressure. Once we're under pressure, like that's our game. It says like out of the midfield, get it to Harry Charlie or whatever. That's it. If you sort that out, at the moment, I mean, I think we've got time. They've got time to be recoached because they need another plan. Because what are we now? 10th.
Yeah.
How are we going to beat Essendon?
I don't think we will. I suspect we're going to lose in the next few games, to be honest. Looking at that we're right back in that slump that we were last year.
Middle patch.
It's frustrating because you're watching other teams suddenly come out of that and suddenly firing. So maybe the only good news is a few teams are set to start falling away and we'll come up again. But I suspect that will happen. But it really rattled me, that game. I've written here, are we overconfident? My biggest concern is, our list, do they believe their own bullshit in a way? Like they've been told they're one of the best lists in the comp for years, and I think they actually believe it. And you can't claim that until you've done the work.
Yeah, I just don't think they have the repertoire.
Yeah.
They've only got one play. And then if that doesn't work up against the top 8 sides, even even Richmond have speed.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You know, and we're talking like Richmond have been canned all week. I'm not having to go at Richmond either, but even other teams have speed. Just go mentality.
Yeah.
It's just too slow.
Yeah.
Well, that's and you know, like the only person that we have who has that is Sard, who hopefully is coming back in next week or this week.
Chincotta's pretty fast. Acres sort of fast at times.
Just not against other sides.
Blakey did get run down by a couple of
He did.
blokes.
Williams.
Williams
got him.
That was encouraging. But yeah, my question in regards to slowness is, and I've been wondering it for years, I've posted it on social media and stuff, is the game went past the big balls in the midfield a few years ago. So how is it we can't see that? Why are we still persisting? Like Chera, Hewitt and Cripps, almost carbon copies of each other.
Yeah. And Kennedy and Hewitt too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, yeah. And then, I mean, Walsh is probably the outside guy, the outside run.
And then you shut him down and we've got no one else.
Yeah. Carroll's looking, you know, he'd probably get there, but he's not fast.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough of him yet. But
look, I was crying out for Fisher to have a run through the mids here and there when we had him, because just for something different and a bit of a turn of speed. Over the first 20 metres, he was quick, you know. He wasn't, maybe not over 100, I'm not sure, but you need that dash out of the middle somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
We just haven't got it.
Well, if that's your game, it's like centre clearance.
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
If you don't have speed, then you come up against those guys that I just mentioned. My God.
Oh, yeah, that's the other way you beat Carlton is you put someone really speedy in the mids. You rotate someone really speedy
Yeah.
from your team in through the mids, like Rankin
Yeah.
from Adelaide,
Yep.
Dacos for Collingwood,
Yep.
and Warner for Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon, like, I even shit myself when Shy Bolton comes through the middle.
Absolutely. Yeah. For the same reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know
Yeah.
he's going to get it and run.
Yeah.
And then we're defending.
So how is it? It doesn't seem like there's anyone, unless they are in the twos, but from what I read, I mean, I don't go and, obviously living in New South Wales, I can't go and watch the VFL, but it doesn't seem like they're training anyone up for that role either, right?
Mate, if
Am
you
I right?
look at the VFL list, they're all injured as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one.
So I don't. So it's hard not to. It's like, oh, you can't point the finger. It's like, well, what the fuck is going on with development
Yeah. Yeah.
and performance?
Yeah.
Like, we're just doing hammies and calves every year. So I'm baffled because they say it's not about personnel. It's just like, well, I'm afraid it is.
Well, they
Because
have.
Marchbank, he's as slow as a wet week.
Oh, is he? Is he though? Like, I remember last
mate.
year he sort of wasn't. I remember he had a bit of a turn of speed.
Well, he needed so many games under his belt to get going, and then as soon as he gets going, he gets injured.
Yeah,
That's the pattern.
I've written here, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, why the fuck did they bring Caleb Marchbank in? We didn't need him. Cowan was looking great. Like, why the fuck would you drop Cowan? A big, strong, fast ball in the backs like that.
I've forgotten how Marchbank did come in now. How did that happen? Did we lose?
They omitted Cowan.
He was omitted.
Yeah.
That's right. I was surprised when I saw omitted, and I thought, okay, Marchbank, all right, he knows what he's doing, but he needs games. But yeah,
that's what I mean. And with his injury history, wouldn't you be better off spending the next couple of weeks just running him, manage time through the twos?
Yeah.
Get a feel for it again.
Yeah.
Then chuck him in.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. Cowan was looking great.
Yeah, he was really good. I was enjoying his effort and his speed too.
Probably didn't need Pitto on the night.
Yeah, that was a bit of a non-event.
And if you're going to play TDK in the forward line, well, he needs to learn some forward craft. And the forward line needs to learn how to work with each other.
Yeah.
I think the forward coach needs pulling into line personally. I think that our forward line's a basket case at times.
Yeah. Yeah. They make it look really difficult. I mean, and then you talk about, it's not the players, but then we really need Jack Martin. He's that guy that will leap and try and run. Charlie was kind of trying to do what he did last week, running around.
Charlie did his best, I reckon. Harry, I don't know what the hell happened to Harry.
He disappeared.
He disappeared completely, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think that was a tag.
No, I just think he had a shocker.
Yeah, he was just not. It just wasn't around. And he can run. He can run and lead up. I don't know, mate.
Well, for the next game, Pitto's not in, so hopefully, a bit of pinch hitting by Harry means he'll get his hand on the ball and get a feel for things again a bit more.
Well, Gold Coast, look, I know they're good at, is it Darwin?
Oh, they're great in Darwin. They're unbeatable in Darwin. I tipped them knowing they'd win that one. And I mean, Geelong kind of threw that game anyway. They rested all these, didn't they? Like,
I reckon
they didn't care about
I mean, from the stuff that I'm listening to, maybe I shouldn't listen to it, but I listen to commentators, and it's not beyond teams to throw a whole season.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It's just like, fuck it, let's put them on ice, get them ready for next year. And is that it's a long-term thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Get a couple of good draft picks and.
You hate to think that you don't play to win and all that, but at the end of the day, when you manage that long-term sort of goal, it's like, well, just rest them up, get them ready again, and
Well, mate, you've written notes. I didn't even want to watch it. Because I was so disgusted at it. I thought I don't want to watch that again. I did have a quick look at stats before we came on,
oh mate,
but we had more disposals. We had more. We had even kicks, same amount of kicks. More handballs, same amount of free kicks. 4 more clearances. 11 more inside 50s. This one blows my mind. 22 more tackles.
bullshit. Because I've got, in the second quarter, I've got
And more hit
14
outs.
minutes to go, 25 tackles to 11.
Yeah, okay. Depends how they're counting tackles too, isn't it? Doesn't it?
Wow, and those stats are like based on whether they're effective, or not.
I mean, Vossi said we're not reliant on players. We're a system-based team. Are we?
Sorry.
I mean, that's. It'd be nice to think we are. I mean, I tipped him thinking that was the case. I was thinking, well, oh yeah, okay, we got a few out, but we got depth these days, so we can do it.
Yeah.
We looked fucking amazing against Melbourne, and in the first quarter against Sydney, I was thinking, oh, well, here we go, like we could do this. Until right at the end of the first quarter, I was thinking, oh, this is looking worrying.
No.
And sure enough, second quarter was worse, and third quarter was a bath.
Yeah.
Fourth,
I switched it off.
yeah, okay.
And then I thought, oh, what if there's an amazing fucking comeback win and I don't see it? So I put it back on again and it just went, oh. Because like you said, at the end of the first quarter, they'd figured it all out.
Yeah.
And they just said, okay.
And John Longmire's a great coach too. Got to give it to him.
Absolutely. Every part of that team is good.
They are, yeah.
Every part.
Fucking hate it because my 2 little brothers follow Sydney and...
Oh, mate. You poor bastard. You would have been getting...
No, they haven't been too bad, thankfully. They haven't
They
been
must
too
be
bad.
pretty civilised because...
Oh, they had a bit of a go, but... Yeah.
I'm going to have a bit of a go.
What do you say? What do you
That
say?
fucking ground. I could get stuffed with that ground.
Yeah.
When I was watching it, I went, hang on. Bloop, bloop, go.
Yeah, I know.
Bloop, bloop, go.
Yeah.
We've got this oval down here called Fruit Growers. And there was this bloke in the under 16s. He was about 7 foot tall. And he used to just bang it out of the centre through the goals. It was like that. I thought, this is fucking Fruit Growers. Oh, that ground. Yeah. And then, we've been doing the measurements and, me and my son's like, it's only 5 metres. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, you squashed the 2 arches up 2.5.
It's about 25 metres shorter than the MCG, I think.
Well, they reckon it's only 5.
Yeah, I know.
But, even when the ref went to give 50, everyone's like, hang on a minute, that's a bit further than 50, but that's because the ground looks like that picture I sent you of Zoolander.
Yeah, I
What
know.
is this?
Yeah.
The centre for ants?
Fuck, what was I going to say then? I don't know. Yeah, it's a pissy little ground, and they've got it. They've got it down pat.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a bit like Geelong at home, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
We measured that ground too, and it's like, oh, no wonder they kill well, they used to.
Yeah.
But say even they're having a down patch. Like, I'm mixed. I'm mixed. I don't know. Did we just look so bad for the 1 week, or?
Well, there was an article saying that AFL players are so highly churned that once you increase workload,
Yeah.
you're at real risk of soft tissue injuries. And there has been rumours that we're still doing fucking massive training blocks. So we definitely, against Melbourne in the last quarter, and then on Friday night against Sydney, we looked shot.
Yeah.
Energy running wise, we just looked fucking shot. So
I agree.
Here's hoping that's all it is. But it did expose that lack of speed in the middle, and I think that's what worries me about this team more than anything. We've got a pretty good defence. We've got 2 great forwards. You know, the small forwards.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
The midfield is a concern for me.
Well, if that's our best shot, if that's all we have, then teams are just going to sort it out within the first 10 minutes. And then they're just going to put 3 people on Charlie like they do. And, I mean, how can you... It's so easy to beat that, isn't it?
We just fold under pressure and physical pressure too. Like, so many blokes backed out of contests on Friday night. I was furious, eh? You know, and
then if they do engage, it's just fumble.
Yeah,
because they're just shitting this out.
Yeah, yeah.
Except for Walsh, when he gets hold of it, he just doesn't give a shit. You know, he's great. He's just amazing. But yeah, the others just fumble and fuck around like.
A couple of frees against Walsh, I thought were fucking. Not freeze, but
yeah.
And I think Sydney are easily the most favoured team from the umpires in the AFL. I don't care what anyone says. I know there's a narrative that Carlton are, but Sydney are. Mate, I watched in the first quarter? Must have been. One of our players got fucking grabbed around the head.
Oh, I saw that. That was in our goal square too.
Yeah, up near there. Yeah. And another one got shoved, tackled from behind. Yeah. A full push in the back and his head shoved into the ground.
Yeah. Nothing. Yeah.
And they weren't consistent. But anyway, I mean, you can't. You know, that's not the reason you lose.
Well, it sucks when you lose when you add all of these insults to the whole picture.
Yeah.
I didn't write many notes for the first quarter because it was just like, oh, that was what it was. That was good.
It was good, yeah.
But then there was some clangers. You know, just Charlie kicking into the man on the mark.
Yeah.
Wheeling and going, and then just booting it into the player. Like, what the fuck is that?
I'm sick of him wheeling and going.
Oh, it's just stop wheeling and going. And while she's like rookie tackle fucking high in the goal square, that was just like, guys, you're professionals. Don't you practice this shit? Lucky that they were missing those goals.
Yep.
They were lining up, Swans were lining up for goals and missing goals.
Yeah, I noticed they kicked a lot of behinds. I was thinking, holy shit, this could have been bad.
Not as many as the Dogs.
God, I don't know what to make of that team. They're a frustrating
22! 8 of them hit the post. You couldn't try it. You couldn't. You could try it and you'd never be able to do it.
They're a bloody frustrating team.
They'll probably beat us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's on the cards. Yeah.
I'm sick of hearing that fucking Sweet Caroline song. bellowing through the. Why? What is that shit?
I had to play it twice on the weekend. Actually, 3 times. It's just to add insult to injury.
So you were playing that and watching us get our ass kicked.
Well, no, I played it at the gig the next day and then the day after.
Oh.
Twice,
Is it
I think
worth
twice
it,
on
mate?
twice on the Saturday and once on the Sunday.
Did you take your double kick drums?
You know, there's you know what's frustrating? There's no real scope for, you know, making it interesting for yourself either. That song, it's just so
Not really,
so
no.
simple. You got to play it so simple.
You're stuck to it.
It's like,
Yeah.
fucking kill me now.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nowhere to go there.
We played what's called Lovedale Long Lunch. So there's about Lovedale is Colburn, which is the main Hunter Valley wine area,
Yeah.
and then there's a main road that goes through the middle of these two valleys. The other valley is called Lovedale, which is also wine, but it's not considered as. It's not as old and it's not as good as the other one. But
Yeah. Okay.
about 8 venues run. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's about 10. You buy a ticket and you can get on a coach and you go to one venue for about 3 hours and then you go to the next venue for 3 hours. So it's good. It's a good day. It's actually a really, really good. And the winery we play at is let's say, there's a few young'uns, but generally they're from the youngest is about 28 through to about 40 on the Saturday, and then the Sunday is more older people come along. So it doesn't get as debaucherous, but played for 6 hours on Saturday, 6 hours on Sunday. Yeah, I'm rooted.
Mate,
Yeah.
we should have done it tomorrow night.
No. I want to do it. I want to do it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Get it over and done with.
Otherwise, we'll just forget everything about it anyway. Go, Sydney versus Carlton. I don't know what happened.
I've forgotten a lot anyway. I only watched it on the night.
After the first quarter, Marchbank looked fucked already. He was told, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Holland's fumbling, kicking off the ground, insufficient intent, just stuff like that. Just kicking to the.
Oh, I thought, was it Boyd that went in for that diving ball and the Swans player kicked at the same time?
He did. I think he dived and it was Fox that fell on his shoulder. Was it that one?
Yeah. I don't think that should have been a free. I was explaining to, because my cousin plays keyboards for us and knows nothing about football, and Oh, so
you gave it to him anyway.
So what's the deal with that? And I said, look, it's a new rule. In fact, everyone was asking me because I think I was swearing and screaming at the TV. And, I was explaining it's a new rule to try and protect the players' legs in that. And everyone could see that. I said, but it goes against the last 150 years. Like back in the day, that was considered a real act of bravery and would be rewarded.
Yeah.
And that was real borderline. Like it wasn't quite, he sort of got to the ball first. So it shouldn't have been a free. Okay. But,
well, they're just protecting everyone from everything now. So it's like even Richo said, well, defenders can't do anything now.
Yeah.
They just can't do anything.
Yeah.
You can't tap the ball over the line. He said the boundary line used to be your friend.
Mm.
And I know it's changed, but you can't protect your space without getting called blocking or holding. Oh, I don't know. Fuck. Anyway.
Well, the defenders fucking block all over the place. They've been ignoring that for years.
Yeah, they're blocking and holding.
Sydney were. I didn't notice that as much this time, but they were the worst offenders at that one.
Um, oh, yeah. See, this is a problem.
Yep.
And I've really gone into bat for this guy week after week. But Fantasia can't even kick a 45 metre goal.
Yeah.
Can't make the distance.
I've been defending him for as long as I could too, and he really didn't do much, did he? No, he didn't.
I mean, 45 out.
Yeah. That's his job. He's a small forward.
Yeah.
He has been a small forward for a long time, not only at our club. Yeah, I agree.
So, I don't know what that's about.
Elijah Hollins showed a bit of spirit and fight, I thought.
He always does, mate, but he's starting to piss me off again. He just can't. He can't. He can't handle the ball, mate. He can. He's just. I think he should go back in the VFL, to be honest. But
I think
we've got nobody else.
I think he's talented. He's just not doing enough. He's capable of doing a lot more, I think.
I just don't think he's effective when he's got the ball.
Fuck, he looked impressive in Melbourne. Like a couple of handballs and things he did was spectacular. Very calm and beautiful disposal, left and right foot. I don't think his work rate. I don't think he goes in for contests and does enough. That's my take on it. Whereas Ollie Hollins does, but he, against Sydney, he just hasn't got the muscle for it.
Nah. No, he had a good year last year. He had a really good year. And I'm sort of measuring him up against that. And it's not unusual, apparently, for a breakout year to happen in the first year and then have a second one you just don't come up to.
It's like the difficult second album, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sydney, I got to say, they're a tough team. They're borderline a bunch of fucking grubs, actually. But and I just wish we had enough mongrel to stand up to them and give it back to them.
Yeah.
You know? So fucking sick of being pushed around.
What are we going to do against West Coast?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're going to push us around like fucking...
Did you see Harley Reid push off fucking Oliver and Petrarca in one play?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's scary.
What are you going to do with that bloke?
Don't know.
What are you going to put...
It'll have to be Cripps. It'll have to be Cripps. No one else will have the muscle for it. Maybe Cherry.
19.
Yeah, I know.
And he can run.
Yeah.
He burned off Petrarca and was looking back, bouncing the ball, looking back at him, bouncing the ball. That's just nuts. That's... If there's anything, I'd rather talk about him all night. Carlton were just... The only one who who was a real pro on the night, I reckon, was Newman.
Yeah.
In the second quarter, late in the second quarter, his 13 kicks were 100% accurate. That's what you want to see.
I'm a big fan of Newey. Yeah.
Against his old,
calm under pressure. He's a bit of a general back there too. I forget which game it was. Might have been Melbourne. He was really calling the shots, even to Wiedering.
And I've seen him when we were in our slump. I've seen him push Wiedering back into the goal square, physically go fuck off.
Yeah. Okay.
Get back in there.
Yeah.
And he was like he can.
Yeah.
He can delegate.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was good. Boyd versus Marty. Ooh. He was just panicking, holding him because he's a bigger fella.
Well, Boyd did well. You can never fault Boyd's intentions and commitment and effort. And
I enjoyed watching Boyd.
Yeah. A lot of people I was listening to this week saying, why don't we put him through the middle, give him a go? I was thinking, no, I don't think he's quite a midfielder, but I don't think he's a midfielder. I'd think about Cowan and I'd think about Chincotta through the middle.
Might need to try that.
Might be good. Yeah.
Even Jack Martin, like
Well, I have seen him go through the middle for us.
he did
Yeah.
a couple of times last week, and like let's just try something else.
Got to try something else. Yeah.
You know, let's try and develop some. You know how they find out. You know, sometimes, oh well, look at Heaney. You know, like ever since they put him in the midfield. By the way, all of those five guys that I mentioned, those midfield guys, all kick goals as well.
Yeah. I think Heaney started his career off in the mids though. Then they moved him forward with his bum boy buddy. But, oh, there's a part of me hates Sydney. I've got to admit.
I know, but you got to.
I know you got to give credit where credit's due.
Longmire has tried something different with Heaney, and now he's winning every player of the round.
Yeah.
And he's kicking goals.
Well, this is why I think it's good that Pitto's out, because it'll force Harry back to doing some ruck work, and I think it'll be good for him to get his hands on the ball. That's what they did with Heaney. Heaney was shit last year. He had a terrible year in the forward line last year. So this year they've run him through the mids to get him going again. It's worked.
So you can do things.
You can do that, yeah. Yeah.
Like you can turn it around. I've been thinking about it. You can turn it around in a week.
Williams could work through the middle, but this is not the year to do it. Coming back from an ACL, he needs to be. Yeah, he doesn't need that body contact all the time.
Maybe. What did you think of him up forward?
Good. Yeah, good. Williams had not a bad game actually. All things considered what was going on, he actually stood up a bit. Newman stood up a bit. Grip stood up. Boyd.
He's good. He's good by foot too.
He is.
I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, he hits a couple of clangers,
yeah.
but I just like his speed.
Well, he was
the spearing kick.
Critical in the win against Brisbane, or was it Fremantle? Might have been. I think it was Brisbane. We took on about 6 players, stepped them all, and then bombed it into. Looked for Charlie straight away and bombed it to him.
And hit him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Well, that was Melbourne too. I think maybe. I don't know. McGovern was dropping chest marks. Just can't do that in the back line.
Yeah, a bit unlike him.
Not against the top sides anyway. You just can't. You can't do it because they'll eat that up.
See, even Doherty, I love Doc. But he's not the answer in the midfield either. He's like Walsh. He's quick-ish, but he's not super fast.
He's just composed with. He's really composed with the ball.
Can be.
Yeah, I mean that play.
Last year.
Last
final.
year.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Charlie was dropping chest marks. They were dropping him back way early. He had no one up forward.
Well, they had no answer for what was going on.
I guess
was retreat into defence mode.
So then our forwards weren't set up at all.
No,
we'd just gone into. Oh, okay. Let's just flood the back line. And then Wiedering went out in the third quarter.
He seems to get a lot of corkies. Must be the way he attacks the ball or something. Launches into packs.
He's a big bloke.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't see it. I was trying to watch the replay, and I think it was a Marty that but it didn't look like.
Sometimes it doesn't take much. It's just getting hit in the right spot, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
I thought Charlie generally did his best, He did his best. Whether he's up forward or down back, he did okay. Fantasia did not much. Durden didn't do enough.
Durden had 3 touches.
Yeah. Was Owies on the field?
Yeah,
Yeah. How did he go?
he's our small forward. Well, he can't do it alone.
Yeah.
He got a bit of it.
Yeah.
I've written here, since the first quarter, this is in the 4th quarter, Swans had kicked 12-10 to the Blues 2-5. Ducani was jogging around in the last quarter. He'd kind of given up.
Matt Owies got 11 disposals.
Yeah, okay.
And Ollie Hollands only got 12. Pretty shitful.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they couldn't get the ball, that's for sure.
8 for Fantasia, 11 for Marchbank, 5 for Wiedering, 4 for Chincotta.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
3 for Durden.
Yeah.
But Chincotta seems to be playing a bit of a lockdown role all the time anyway.
Well, that
did okay
that
on
was an
Papley.
epic fail.
Did okay on Papley. Did okay.
Too strong. They're all too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, they were all trying hard. The last thing, I guess, in the last quarter, Zach Williams tackled on Blakey, and he kicked a goal out of that.
Yeah, that was good. Well, someone else ran Blakey down too, early on.
Did he? Did they?
Yeah.
He went for a few sprints.
Yeah, no, someone else got him as well. I don't know. I can't tell you. I only watched it once this week, so I can't tell you who that was. But yeah, that was encouraging.
I don't know if you can see that.
Key Blues injuries. Yeah, Adam Sard won the week. Yeah. 3 to 4 weeks for Cunningham. Far out.
Yeah. And Fogarty saw way off too.
Well, I read something. What's that on?
That was on. I can't remember. What was that on? I don't know, but that's not including Jack Carroll.
What happened to him?
He wasn't on that list for some reason. I don't know why, but he's away. He's a fair way away.
I think Motlop
and Sard I think
will
are
be
in.
back, and even Fogarty's a test this week too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I read that.
Because here, okay. Well, here it says 1 to 2 weeks.
So this is on the I Am Carlton one. It says
Okay.
Jesse Motlop's a test, Adam Sard's a test, and Lockie Fogarty's a test, and Wiedering's a test.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
That's good. I reckon we can. I reckon at Marvel we can get hold of Gold Coast.
I hope so. They kicked well over 100 points against Geelong. 100 and what did they win by?
Well, I think what you said before was pretty true, though.
What?
Oh, they just had a bit of a rest. Fuck it, it's 33 degrees up there. Let's just rest everybody. Except for Tom Stewart. Up you go, mate.
Yeah. 164 points. 164 points. Fuck.
Oh, mate, they were. Did you watch that game?
No. Something about their footy bores the shit out of me. Same with Brisbane.
Well,
Must
actually,
be a Queensland thing.
I was surprised. I was really surprised.
Okay.
Like they looked like an A grade comp. Like even it was like Geelong were really struggling with the dew on the ground.
Yeah. What are we, 14? Fucking hell.
It's the only thing that takes the edge off of this shit game.
Shit game, yeah. Jew jokes, yeah, right.
No, I didn't mean that.
Oh, didn't you?
No,
Oh.
no, of course not.
Oh.
No, but they were sticking all their marks.
Were they?
Gold Coast, all of their passes were just.
Oh, well,
bang
they're
on.
used to that moisture, aren't they?
I like a bit of moisture.
They're not. They're quite familiar with wet balls.
Even the fucking
we're
rolling drums have switched themselves off.
Clutching at anything tonight, aren't we? Oh, they're back.
Look, players not. This is it's my opinion. Players not at AFL level.
In our team?
Marchbank, yeah. Marchbank, Hollands, Fantasia. Yeah, well, are they going to do that to Walsh now every week? Because he can't find his way out of it.
Well, if they don't do it to Walsh, they do it to Cripps with the same effect. I mean, the Collingwood took Cripps out of the game. Walsh was taken out because he sort of asked to try and run with Dacos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a worry. You know, like they've got to come up with a plan for when that's happening. Is look, probably can't do it anymore, but you need to fucking run through them. All right, you're going to tag my mate, bang.
Yeah.
And let them
You're
know.
allowed to.
And let them know this is going to happen every time. You keep doing that. It's up to you.
You don't have to headhunt.
Yeah. Well,
you don't have to do illegal shit.
Well, if you can get away with it.
Well, like it's not like you're at home, mate.
Hey, we can
no cameras here.
We can almost be assured Will Hayward won't be coming to fucking Carlton now, will we? Like,
I'll gladly take him.
No, I think I'll stay here, thanks.
Yeah. After watching you pussies.
You guys are a bunch of
he looks very happy there. Looks very happy.
I'd love someone like Charlie
Cameron.
It'd be good.
I'll tell you who won't be playing for a while. That's who's one of their players that played in the VFL that was going to come. Luke Parks? No, was it Luke Parks?
Yeah.
Parker? Yeah, he did. Did you see what he did?
No, I saw the headline. I didn't follow it through. He abused someone or something, or had an altercation?
No. He just cleaned someone up off the ball.
Ooh.
And the bloke's in hospital with like all sorts of facial fractures.
Oh. Okay. See, I told you they're fucking grubs.
Yeah, they are.
He's cranky because he can't get back in the team now. We can't.
No, that's what they were saying. Oh, well, they've got Luke Parker coming back in, and then half an hour later they were like, oh, no, Luke Parker won't be back in for a while. He just played against the Frankston Dolphins, which are just up here.
To be honest, Marchbank shouldn't have been put back in the team on Friday night.
He's not ready.
And he didn't deserve it. And Cowan deserved to stay there. Cowan has been playing well.
I don't know why they decided to play so tall.
Fucked if I know. Probably because they figure it's a smaller ground, and probably because they haven't got Buddy now, but they've got they've got a few talls up there.
They do. They've got a couple now. Yeah, they do.
Kempy was okay. Kempy was quite good.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Kemp.
Yep. His contests are awesome.
Yeah, he's gutsy.
Um,
He's gutsy.
Look, I haven't seen much of Jack Carroll, but I really liked what he did when he came in.
He seemed to make an impact when he came in.
Just gave us some run.
He gave us
at
something.
least.
He gave us something. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I feel the same. Elijah Hollins seemed to me, especially in the second half, to pop up a bit. I was like, well, that's good. At least he's sort of popping up at a time when the whole team is playing like an under 11s netball team.
who'd given up? Yeah.
Who'd given up on life and everything.
Yeah. But see that, I mean, look at how many of their midfield or even centre line, they all kick goals. Like Akers can kick goals. Ollie.
Akers, the Scud missile, was back in action, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Fuck, those kicks were going all over the place.
I know. Like, and he drops back in defence, and then when he kicks it out, it's like, where's this one going to go?
Jeez. He kicked one straight up in the air on Friday night. Oh, g'day, Blake. Good to have you back.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I watched it on TV. That was a huge mistake. Oh, mate. I was just reminded of why I never watch TV. Fucking ads.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're just terrible.
I didn't even snap any supporters or anything.
I did. I got a couple.
Oh, good. Well done.
I went out. I went all out, mate.
That's the way.
I've just got here, Heaney, smug prick.
Yeah, and I was hating on him too until he was worried about one of our players that got hit pretty hard in the last quarter, and he was checking if he was all right and
I hate it when he does that.
helped him up and everything.
Redeems himself. Fuck you. Leave him alone.
No, Warner was the recipient of my most hatred after poking his tongue out at Jack Carroll. That was demoralising.
I just hate his fucking haircut and his face. That's all.
It was like some sort of Nazi rape or something, wasn't it?
He looks like we
are superior.
Yeah. He looks like he's going to rip off his shirt and go. And there's a big swastika on the front. Yeah, like Edward Norton. History X. Take off the white tank top. Pull out your 9mm. That's what he does when he gets home. Go and get fucked.
Yeah, he does look a bit aggro, doesn't he?
He just looks like one of those. Yeah, he does. He looks like a suburban thug.
Yeah, probably goes bashing homosexuals afterwards in Paddington or something. Chad, you coming to the club? No, I'm just going to hang around here in Paddington for a minute. Oh, yeah, what are you doing? Oh, I just, just hang out.
Stick around. Got your phone? Watch this. Got my fucking Doc Martens on.
Yeah.
Gonna stop me some queers.
Propositioning them first and then beating them up. Yeah, that'd be him. That's what he looks like. Yeah, that's it. We've just decided Chad Warner's a dirty homo basher. Yep.
I've got some Hodgieisms.
Oh, Hodgie. God, I love Hodgie. Yep. Well,
Matt,
hit us with it.
Sam Welsh.
Oh, yeah.
Welsh.
Well, he might be Welsh. Might have Welsh
Welsh
background.
did all right. And Essendon.
Yeah, some of his grammar's special too, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. Essendon. Yeah. Actually, he stuck up for Walsh.
Did he? What did he say?
Well, that's the thing. Well,
I had the sound
back
down,
in the-
by the way. Yeah, I had it on complete, no sound. Well, because we set up a rehearsal in the lounge room here, and I had the electronic drums, and everyone was playing.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
And I was watching the footy as I'm playing drums.
Yeah.
And I was like sometimes anticipating bass drums because I was kicking with the player.
Well, there wouldn't have been much of that going on.
goodness.
Unless it was Sydney kicks for goal.
Yeah.
What was I going to talk about?
Maybe maybe Heaney's the bait that Chad Warner uses to trick gay guys and then bash.
He is pretty, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe Heaney like solicits them and then can't just come with me down this laneway for a minute.
Yeah.
Chad Warner jumps out and he's Doc Martens.
Warner comes out, Doc Martens in a white singlet with a baseball bat. You can go now, Heaney. You don't want to see this. Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, I do. Buddy used to do it.
Buddy used to do it down in Redfern. What?
Well,
I don't know. What else can you say?
was BT calling it?
Oh,
What about Richo? Was there any Richo-isms?
Richo was really good, actually.
I've seen those paid before.
He was sticking up for us big time in the first quarter.
Was he? What was he saying?
Oh, well, when there was that tackle against one of our guys that just went straight over his arm, shoulder, and neck, as in our goal
That
square.
was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
You said that's a free kick every other day. Talking about an accidental, incorrect disposal that obviously no one wants to kick it. Like this, they're going for their forward line and they miss kick and it goes out of bounds. It's like, that's hardly intentional.
Yeah.
When we've got our forward lines set up and Ollie Hollins goes to kick forward. I mean, just stuff like that. I don't know about that part of the game, that's just common sense. Like, how is that an advantage to the team who does it? So he was all right, but BT just kept rapping on the whole game about how we were 26 points up at quarter time. And he said it every 10 minutes. It was just like, will you shut the fuck up? But he didn't.
I thought the umpire got a bit coerced there late in the game for that one that went over the boundary, and Sydney just pressured him into saying, okay, that was deliberate. It was pretty bloody borderline.
They're getting talked into all sorts of stuff. You can hear it on their microphone. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah,
was there
sorry.
any before the bounce?
Yeah, there was. There was a lot of like... a lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of data recording. I notice how they're recording data now for to review. If there's a decision that's reviewed,
Okay.
they'll be like talking into their microphone like they were saying, so and so setting up 10 metres out behind them, blah 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 blah. And they're just saying this stuff into the microphone it's like they've got to do that as well as umpire now. They've got to put timestamps on stuff.
Ah.
Yeah, it was really bizarre.
God.
I just noticed they were just talking into their microphone all the time.
Yeah. Less and less attractive to be an umpire, isn't it?
So you got to record all this stuff.
You'd have to really have a desire to be around
A wanker.
fit young men, I suppose.
Hanging around. Not involved. No, I couldn't get, through into league. But
Anyway, what else you got for us?
I've got votes.
Oh, is that it? Fuck.
Well, I don't know. The rest of it's just shitful, mate. Rowbottom, 15 tackles.
Yeah.
My God, it's just all stuff about them because there was no sign of us. Except for, us dropping marks and forwards not set up and just everything.
For me, the game was lost in the midfield for me.
Yeah, pretty much every stoppage was...
We just...
Oh, out they
we
go.
got smashed, yeah.
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 So that was it. Um, Newman, 3.
Yeah, okay. Hang on. Newey, yep.
Williams, 2.
Okay.
And Boyd, 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked Boyd.
I've gone Cripps 3.
Yep.
I've gone Newman 2.
Yep.
And Charlie for 1.
Charlie. What did you see in Charlie?
I just thought that he tried. He just kept the effort up and he was taking strong marks in the back line. He was mobile and moving and getting into it in the forward line.
He tried to pump the team up.
Yeah.
One of the goals I just saw him, like he was
some
desperately trying to get
goals.
it going.
Yeah. Yeah. So my votes are kind of on effort as much as probably disposals and all that sort of thing. It was, because in a night where there were a lot of fucking passengers sitting around watching stuff happen, effort to me. And the fact that Cripps didn't give up, even though he's getting the midfield were getting barreled. Newman was amazing in the back. You could have almost got the 3. Yeah. But yeah, I liked Charlie. Yeah, impressed me for effort and trying to get involved.
Yeah.
I almost gave Williams 1. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was that spectacular tackle that kind of got me.
Yeah. No. Williams was fantastic.
And the fact that he actually lasted a whole game. I was just like, I think I messaged you on saying I'm just waiting for Williams, Achilles to go bang.
Don't say that. You did say that.
Because he's running and running and running. I'm like, oh, put him somewhere else. Slow him down.
What do you think of him forward? You thought it was pretty good, or?
If Jack Martin was back, then I would prefer him back behind the ball.
Of course, yeah.
But what other options do we have?
A lot of people carrying on about Bins, but I've yet to see what people see in that guy. For me, yeah. Yeah,
those people though, they rave about some of these VFL players, and as soon as they come in, this happened when Dow was last year, all raving about Dow. And they'd put him in the middle, and he was just like.
I thought he was all right when he came in, actually.
Well,
he was no worse than Carroll.
I know, but he wasn't worth the pump up.
I think people made their mind up on him because they watched him under Bolton and Teague, who neither of those guys could coach.
Teague train.
And yeah, I know.
Remember him in the coach's box?
And press conference, double ditto for the press conference. Yeah, well,
I thought we tried pretty hard.
I'm totally confident that I'm the man for the job.
No, I'm not worried. And now you see him in who's he with now? I don't know, but I see him there doing the same thing. Assistant coach.
He went to Richmond. Did he go to Richmond or?
I think he might be. Poor Tigers. I never thought I'd say that.
Look, I think he probably might be an okay coach in the future, but he just needs to learn his trade a bit better. Like Vossi did. Vossi went back and learned his trade. Far out, I forgot what I was going to say.
Like Vossi got compared by Jonathan Brown. Got compared Harley Reid. He said Vossi and Harley Reid were very similar until Vossi broke his leg.
Okay.
So that's how good Vossi was.
Would that slow him down a bit, did it?
Apparently, he just said after he broke his leg,
He was never the same.
he just referenced that before he broke his leg,
Interesting.
that
Interesting.
him and Harley Reid were very,
Similar.
very similar.
So with Dow, yeah, I reckon people made that because, you know, he's had 60 VFL, or I forget how many AFL
Stupid
games
amount.
he played. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, but that wasn't under Voss. And fuck, I mean, I thought when we needed him last year and he stepped in, I thought he played his role really, really well, actually. I thought he added a nice bit of dash and step and, kicked a few goals. I didn't think he was as bad. I mean, I might be wrong on Bins too, but from what I've seen of Bins, I'm thinking, well, I don't know what everyone's carrying on about, but,
It's the same. It's just punters, mate. They see these stats and they just waffle on about stats, and it's just it's so different. You watch a VFL game and then watch an AFL game.
no.
Oh, it's just. I've been to a couple of Carlton VFL games at Icon, and I'd rather go and watch the locals, like closer.
Oh, really? Is it that bad?
Well, it's just the difference between that and an AFL is,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, well, I can't comment. I living up here, I don't get to go to games. I'll have to come down to Melbourne for a weekend, and we'll go to a game and hopefully catch.
come down to Melbourne, mate.
Melbourne.
I'll show you a good weekend.
Yeah,
We'll go to the tunnel.
Collins Street,
Yeah,
strip
We'll go
clubs
to-
and that.
we'll go to Kingsway. I think I don't know if the Gentlemen's Club's still open.
Oh yeah,
We'll go to the museum.
the casino. Oh yeah, we stayed at the casino. It was lovely.
Oh, mate, I love the casino.
Did you go to any nice cafes, restaurants? Nah,
No.
stayed in the clubs. Yeah.
I had a nice Vietnamese meal. That was really nice.
Oh, I love them little Asian women, mate.
Mate, those bastards can turn a dog into a chicken, mate.
Hey, we've seen them. Okay, we've seen the dog on the rotisserie in Cambodia. First was the first place I saw it, and then last.
Oh, yeah.
Not this trip gone. The one before it was the first trip we'd been back since COVID, and we were walking through a part of town too that was wouldn't expect it, and a group of guys all on the street sitting around, and glance over and there's the dog, and far out, really?
They were going the dog.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Um,
It's apparently, especially if someone, if there's a marriage happening, it's like part of the groom, like the, what do you call it, Bucks night thing. Because apparently the dog meat heats the blood and makes it all virile.
mate.
Yeah.
I think I'll just stick to MDMA or something.
Well, especially when you see the dogs that get around Asia,
Oh, fuck.
they're the mangiest looking. There's not a chance in hell you'd. I've had a friend that has done it though. He tried it, not intentionally, but
When he just saw one running past and went, oh!
no, he's he was kind of the pioneer and he sort of showed us the ropes of travelling over there.
Oh, okay.
And especially in terms of not being a Western dickhead and just as soon as you're humble enough and treat people with dignity, man, the doors that open for you because they're the most lovely, humble people over there. So he's made these friends in Laos, and what do you go up to my village up in the mountains, and what do you feel like? How about we have some roast duck? Like, really feel like some duck. Yeah, okay, duck. You want roast duck? Yeah, roast dog. They get up there and there's all these guys. The whole village is there, and the guys smoking opium and off their heads and drinking beer and look, and they see a mangy dog on the rotisserie, and dogs run around. They go, okay. Anyway, it's time to eat, and here it is. Okay, load the plate up now. They're going, God, that's chewy and tastes weird. And one of them's going, well, you know what this is, don't you? What? It's roast dog. He's going,
Oh.
he says to his mate, Tiki, I forget the guy's name. Is this dog woof woof or duck quack quack? Yeah, roast dog. You said roast dog.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's hooked into a bit of dog. Mate, we got in Laos, when we went to Laos, through the same guy. He didn't come over. He's back here, but his dear friend over there, lovely young guy. Oh, came and met us. Tiki. We went to Tiki. Tiki said, okay, tomorrow I want you guys to come to my village. We're doing a ceremony. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll meet you in the morning. We'll ride the motorbikes up and through the mountains to my village. Yeah, cool. What's the ceremony? Yeah, well, my mum's depressed, so we figured that her spirit is still wandering out in the fields, and we need to do a ceremony to bring her spirit back into her body. And
wow,
fuck, right, they're animus, right? So, and we get there, and the villagers are, rarely see Westerners, and they're drinking the rice whiskey and doing ceremony stuff. And next thing, a rooster comes in with a guy with a big knife.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like,
okay.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, yeah.
Really? So, and yeah, sure enough, the rooster got
necked.
And the blood was sprinkled and all that sort of thing. Next thing, this squealing pig gets brought in.
Fuck.
Thinking, shit.
Oh, man.
I could handle the rooster, but not this. Anyway, they took the pig outside, but you could hear it getting killed, obviously. But
they're lovely people.
It was an amazing day. Then the beers and the rice whiskey was flowing, and then they cooked up all the rooster and the and the pig, and you had to eat it because that was part of the ritual. And so I hate pork and ham and
really
yeah. I didn't eat it for a long time, so
okay.
The thought of it now makes me sick. But I was like, fuck, I've got to be polite and chewed on it for a bit, and was like, it tastes like poo.
Oh, really?
Sort of very
Yeah.
Subtly just sort of kept talking and had it in my hand and chucked it on the ground.
Yeah.
One of the mangy dogs came and grabbed it.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. But far out. What an amazing experience. The best part of it actually was riding the motorbikes, following them up through all the mountains and villages, and freaking amazing.
Oh, mate. I would love to do something like that. Especially in something that's so different to Western culture.
It is. It's completely
like
different.
Go to the States is like,
yeah.
Okay, there's a Macca's.
Yeah. They're just like Australians, but even fatter and dumber. Yeah.
Yeah, more processed. But, no, I've never been anywhere else. I've never been anywhere, mate.
Mate.
It's all up here.
Maybe Bali.
I love Bali, mate, every year.
You get yourself tanked for not fucking $5.
Yeah.
On
the bands, mate.
Oh, yeah.
People just get up from the crowd and start fucking playing. They're awesome.
Mate, I can highly recommend, Vietnam, Cambodia,
I'd love to. I'd love to.
It's cheap too. Do it. Just do it.
Oh.
Sell your V-drums.
No. Tell me about. I'm interested in Chatswood, mate. Tell me about Chatswood.
Where I grew up.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah, Chatswood and Willoughby. Yeah. I hate telling people that because now they're two of the wealthiest suburbs in Sydney, but back then they were.
Yeah, this is what I'm getting. because I've got this. I sent you an ostentatious gig
I know. I haven't watched that yet.
in Chatswood,
Ah, right.
and he gives Chatswood like
Oh,
this
so
is from a
yeah, Chatswood and Willoughby were like the working class area of the North Shore. It's still,
right.
it wasn't anything like fucking Blacktown or Parramatta or something.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
it was. I went to Willoughby Primary School, and it was 80% ethnic kids.
Right.
So it was very different suburb. And Chatswood was similar.
Is it inner city or what's the deal? Is it
It's only 10 minutes drive from.
is it like Randwick?
No, it's over the bridge. You go over the bridge, but you can be in Chatswood in 20 minutes. So, and it's it's leafy and lovely and quiet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Right.
Chatswood especially, Willoughby starting to, but Chatswood, a lot of people moved there from China, and so the whole place now
Yeah.
is all Chinese signs, Chinese
Yeah,
shops,
right.
Chinese. And you know what? It's actually quite nice. It's
Yeah.
really vibrant. Every night of the week, it's, people out until 10, 11, 12 at night,
Yeah, right.
like Asian people like to do.
Yeah.
And it's lovely, yeah. You never inferior life from a marauding gang of Asians. They're gentle sort of.
Don't they king hit or nothing like that?
No, you haven't got Asians screaming from Nissan Skylines or anything.
Yeah.
So it's actually
And this is Skyline. Oh, I remember going to buy a Nissan Skyline in a place called Doveton. I don't know if you know about
no.
Doveton.
Where's Doveton?
It's next to Dandenong.
Oh, I know about Dandenong. Yeah,
Well,
Lebanon.
yeah, so I went down there and this bloke.
Mate, trust me, all right. You'll never have a problem with this car. There's nothing wrong with it. I swear to you. I swear, mate.
Two words, mate. No, this car, fucking hell. He had it advertised. It had 0 on the kilometre counter. And I hopped in it and went, no, mate. That's like 200,000.
Yeah.
Like, no,
No, mate.
No, it's
I
fucking
swear.
not.
I swear. My mum drove it. No one else.
it's on 0, mate. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah, I've got to go. But yeah, I was just interested in Chatswood because
What does he say?
I just listen to it.
Okay, I'll listen to it.
It's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Very wrong. But must have been early days of the transition into sort of the Chinese area.
Yeah, it was funny, because I moved out of Sydney in '96, and then, you're well aware that quite a few Chinese people were moving to Chatswood, and but then one day I, sort of pulled up at the lights, and I'm like, shit,
Yeah.
the old milk bar, the old Greek boys,
Yeah.
There's now Chinese signs, and
Yeah.
whole
yeah.
place suddenly overnight was just like all Chinese shops
Yeah.
and Chinese owners, and.
Yeah.
But as I said, I don't particularly mind it. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. It's given it a sort of vibrancy actually.
Yeah.
There's not many of the old crew left though. Willoughby's a bit different because Willoughby's full of lots of corporate lawyers,
Oh,
bankers,
pedophiles.
very. No, just it's a very
Yeah.
it's still a fairly white suburb, that one, but that's changing too a little bit. But Willoughby's more expensive than Chatswood. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'll never be able to afford to live there again anyway. Not for a while.
Nah.
Not for a little while.
Nah. No, it's like that, isn't it? Once you've managed to claw yourself into one property, it's like this will be it. There'll never be another one.
I'll never say never, but yeah. Would I live? I don't know.
Like
I
$3 million.
Look, I wouldn't live in Sydney ever again anyway. It's probably like Melbourne. It's a different city now. It's a completely different city. And for those that have stayed there, that's not as noticeable. But for me that left in '96, it's it's all the same streets, but it's also different now. It's kind of culturally and I just got no desire to live there, really. It's lovely to visit. I love spending a weekend there or something like that.
Yeah.
And especially in Chatswood, like my cousins in Chatswood, we quite often stay with them.
Yeah, right.
And that's really nice. Really enjoy it. But it's good. Yeah, I love it up here.
Cool.
And COVID, mate, we lived like kings through COVID. I mean,
yeah.
Whereas everyone
outside,
everyone in Sydney was just trapped indoors and went crazy. Actually,
should have lived in fucking Victoria, mate.
Oh, mate, that guy was a psychopath.
He's fucked this day. I mean, everyone. Interest rates are good. Oh, anyway, yeah.
He got belted though, apparently, if it's any consolation. Got copped to hiding.
Well, that was down. Yeah.
Was it?
Down at Lindsay Fox's house.
Yeah, because he felt up his wife or something, didn't he?
Someone a bit younger than that, I think.
Oh, okay. His daughter.
From all reports, yeah. Something pretty inappropriate. And
paid the price.
Got a bit of a sore back out of it.
Oh, well. Who was the guy that did it, do you know?
No, just a relative, I mean, Lynn Fox.
Could we get him to coach? Could we get him to coach Carlton?
Yeah, well, like Lynn Fox he might be rich, but he's not. He's very much a working class fella.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be great if he could come down and fly his chopper into the Icon Park, keep the footy around.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, mate. Next week, Gold Coast at Marvel.
Mate, I'm very fearful that we've hit a slump and we're going to be down for the next few games. That's my honest opinion. And Gold Coast often trouble us. They're one of those teams that trouble us. And they've got a great midfield.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good young players.
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look at the odds, just for interest's sake. Usually it's just got the odds. It hasn't got them yet.
Is it?
It's probably too early.
Let's see. I'm on
Teams,
a certain betting app. I'll see if it's... Yeah, we're the favourites. $1.40, Gold Coast $2.95.
Oh, well then get some money on Gold Coast and... Yeah, okay. Well, I thought Geelong were going to beat them last week, so I'm not going to say. How could you tip Carlton after the last game? Can't get it out of my head.
Hopefully they want to bounce back.
Yeah.
Hopefully they give him a fucking about 4 days of just laying in bed doing nothing. That'd be their secret, wouldn't it?
Couple of pies and yeah, just get a good steak at them or something. I don't know what's going on. They're eating just like sprouts or something.
They look like the rumors. They look like the rumors are true that they're training too hard. They look fucking dead on their feet against Sydney.
Well, if this is an 8-day break, this one.
That's good. See you, Mum.
Yeah, see you, Dad. No worries. Yeah, you got my car? Good.
Were you going to play for us tonight, or what are you doing?
No, not really.
Oh.
It's delayed from where I am.
It's not delayed. Well,
I've got a good delay.
oh yeah, it's delayed. Yeah, it is.
It's the Rick Will delay.
Yeah. You could do Walking on the Moon by the Police. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
That's my Steve Gadd version. No, Picaro version. Anyway, enough of that shit. Hate footy.
You should be playing, man. You're a great player. You should be playing all the time.
Yeah, I don't know what you know, like, because the only thing going around is you know, sweet.
Yeah, well, this gig too is it's like a ratio of 80% to 20 women to 20% men, and these both days.
Yeah.
So
Better taste in music.
no, not really. We got to do
No?
chick songs. We do. You know, I hate Alanis Morissette. I'm sorry, I can't stand it.
Good drummer on that album. Was it Taylor Hawkins?
I know he did play with her at some point. Yeah,
I liked that first album, drumming. Or the production, anyway.
he was a bit of a hot shot before heroin, apparently. Not that he was a bad player. He's still a great player, but he was even better before heroin.
Yeah.
I know
For sure.
that I always forget this guy's name. He's a serious player too. What's his name? Far out. He played with her, toured with her.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
I can never remember his name.
Alanis. Drummer. 223?
No. He toured with a far out. I'm not sure when. But he's
original drummer. Let's have a look at that.
He's
that was Taylor.
Okay, touring drummers.
Okay.
He's one of the great, he's like a real technical genius, like Weckl type level.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's his bloody
Oh shit! All it raves on about is Taylor Hawkins. There's a Shane Hawkins. Alanis. No, it's just full of Foo Fighters. What? Yeah. I'll just put 223 and see what it says.
No, it's not.
No. Who is Alanis Morissette's drummer? Oh, Taylor Hawkins. He's dead. Fuck. Good old Google.
Oh, far out. I can never remember his name. This is not unusual. I always forget this guy's name. Hell of a player. Like, seriously, technical wizard.
Yeah, right. Not a mention, mate. Oh, yeah, not a mention.
He played
It's
with
hard to
He
find.
played with Chick Corea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Let's look up Chick Corea then.
No, I've got it. I've nearly got it. Gary Novak.
Gary Novak, yeah.
You
Yeah,
heard
I've
that
heard
guy
that
play?
name. Oh, I know I have.
Holy shit.
That's left an impression in my brain anyway. I know that name, yeah.
I always want to say Trevor, but which is fair because Gary and Trevor.
Gary and Trevor.
Yeah. Yeah,
Gary and Novak.
check him out. Type in Gary Novak, Chick Corea. Some of the drum solos are superhuman.
Yeah, cool. What else has he done though? American session drummer. Let's have a look here. Oh, he's born in 1969.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
smart ass.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking, he's about 10 years older than us, but no. Bastards.
George Benson,
Smart.
Maynard Ferguson, Chick Corea Electric Band, Lee Rittner,
Michael
McDonald.
Natalie Cole,
Yeah, David Sanborn.
Alan Holdsworth, Michael Landau. Michael Landau's a motherfucker.
Yeah, okay.
Alanis Morissette, there it is.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, and Crosby, David Crosby.
I don't know who Bob Berg is.
I don't know who Bob Berg is either, but he's yeah, but he's gotten into all that fucking, they're playing in 4/4, but they're throwing all the weird phrasing across it, like Dilla Beat shit that drives you nuts. It sounds like a ute driving with a rusty old toolbox driving down a dirt, bumpy roads.
Yeah.
He got into all of that. It's like, no, just go back to what you were doing, all that choppy, beautiful, technical stuff. Anyway.
That's why I like, one of my favourites is, so well known. Played with Sting.
Omar?
Nah,
Vinny.
Vinny.
Yeah.
I love him.
Da, 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 da,
Shit. See, that's cool.
yeah. It's like a 4 across 5 or something, isn't it? Or 2 across 5, yeah.
Well, I guess that's composition, isn't it? But
until he starts breaking loose on the ride over the pattern at the end, it's like, oh god, forget it.
I love it. Yeah, I don't know how to do any. I've never really messed with time signatures.
It's kind of not that hard. Yeah, David Jones showed me a 4 across 5, which I try and. You never use it. You can never use it.
You can't use it because you can't try any of this stuff because everyone just falls apart.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but most of the gigs that I've had to hold it down.
Yeah. Well, that's what the music calls for too. We went and saw friends of ours. This young drummer, he's younger than me. He's he probably wouldn't even be 40 yet. Phenomenal player, great chops. And so I went and saw him with, playing with our friends at, they just happened to be playing next to a restaurant we go to up here. It's outdoors and great player, but he was trying all that shit all night, and it was like, it's not appropriate. It's like, dude, just keep time, slip a couple of nice little fills in here and there, but just anyway.
Yeah, I know. But after
but that generation
40 years of that,
want to prove that they can do it, and trying to prove themselves all the time.
I don't know, simplicity is...
It's harder than it looks.
I just get lost in simplicity. I just get lost in groove.
Yeah.
It's just where my happy place, you know. As soon as I start having to intellectualize everything, I'm just like, okay, can't I just like, I don't know, do some shuffly stuff?
I still try and push myself with a few things like that, but I never really use it live. It's
Yeah,
not appropriate. The music just doesn't call for it.
yeah.
It's like all these idiots that play "Everyone Wants to Rule the World" and they have you heard that on Instagram? And they throw all these displacement,
Modular thing.
modulate it. It's like,
I haven't heard that one. I haven't
oh,
heard everyone. I don't want to. I don't want to see it
oh,
because it's just.
I mean, number one, it's annoying because you think, oh, okay, well, I can't really do that. I could, but
Yeah, yeah.
but then it just does not work. It's like, well, yeah. Next time I see it, I'm going to say, yeah, weird, isn't it? It's a wonder they didn't play it like that on the record, and they would have sold maybe only 10,000, not
Records?
millions worldwide.
Because the drummer wanted to be good.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I come from the GAD school. Like, well, what do you need? And then try and accommodate, you know, whatever the job is.
And even all the 80s guys, they were the masters of less is more, weren't they? You know, even Mel Gaynor for Simple Minds, he's one of my favourite players. And he's got a ton of chops under the hood, but he was, you know, he'd keep it a groove for the band, beautiful, simple groove, and then occasionally he'd pull something out every, 32 bars or something. You go, fuck, where did that come from? And then straight back into just beautiful, tight grooves. And that was all the 80s guys. They all had that going on.
Yeah. There was definitely, they had a sense for it.
They did, yeah.
Sense for the occasion or whatever. Like, yeah, I can get this in here without it changing the, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, like I even like say Brad Wilk.
Who's that?
From Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, and he's a nice simple player.
Laying down these heavy grooves, like just. I read once he threw two ribs out playing.
Oh, did I tell you what I did on the weekend?
No.
Okay, I'll come close to the camera already. Hang on.
Oh, you can't let that happen, mate.
There's a cut.
What was it?
Well, I've never dropped so many sticks. On Saturday, I've never dropped so many sticks in my life. And this one, I went to hit the rack tom, like really lay into it, and lost the stick. And it just went straight in the eye. And I'm like, oh, shit, that hurt. Anyway, kept playing and got to the end of the song, and everyone turns around. They're like, fuck, you're bleeding. What are you bleeding for? Opened up a cut under my eye. Never done that one.
No.
Whacked my thumb at the country gig. Remember I was talking about that, the corporate country gig. Just whacked my thumb, just going, playing away, just going, oh, shit, that hurt. It went numb as I'm playing. I'm like, oh.
I've done a hit the rim with that finger underneath the stick at full whack. Bang! I could have cried.
Well, because I play open-handed, I cut the hi-hat stand down and I cut the, what do you call it, the stem bit, and it always leaves a jagged. Yeah. And in the early days, many times I just whacked on the top of my finger and opened my finger up as I'm playing, blood everywhere.
Yeah. I've
actually got scars on that finger from doing it.
Yeah, I've done that in the knuckles.
Yeah.
Accidentally, like hitting the hi-hat, just fury. Like, just slice. And I'm going, what the fuck? Like, I didn't feel that. But I felt that one.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember one Year's Eve, I broke a skin right on the last beat of the gig.
Oh, that's good.
That was cool.
Yeah.
After the big...
Yeah.
busted it.
Nice.
That was good. At the Edwards Tavern in Prahran.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Where's the Edwards Tavern? I don't know where that is.
Just off Chapel Street.
Okay. Near the
It's called
station or
Edwards
not?
Street. Down.
Further
back-
down.
Sort of inland.
Was that with D. Frimey or someone else?
Nah, cover band.
Okay.
Yeah. Cover bands, mate.
Well, that was us on the weekend. All covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you could do like, you could do the blues sort of shuffle with Sweet Caroline. Do that.
What do? I do more of a swing ride. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, I just pretend I'm 10 years of age playing in the school band again.
While you're watching the footy. Yeah. Oh, another goal.
To Sydney, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie dropped him there. Well, that's a pretty good effort considering, we didn't have much to work with.
No, and, we've at least we've come to the conclusion that Chad Warner is a neo-Nazi.
In summary.
In summary.
Who uses
Isaac Heaney as bait, yep.
Yeah. I think we can safely say
Heaney's the
that's what's
honeypot.
going on. Honeypot. Oh, yeah, I can definitely see Chad Warner with that white singlet on.
And Heaney sort of crying to the victim, I'm sorry, he makes me do it.
Can I help you up? You're bleeding from the anus. Oh,
And remember, I mean, I feel bad for you, but don't tell anyone, or I'll send Chad back around.
I like that. I wish we could do thumbnails like that. Just have.
Run now.
He's found someone else.
He's fast, but I'll try and shepherd you.
I think I'm bench pressing about 10 more than him. Just
So,
stay down.
listeners, watchers, if you're in Sydney, beware some blonde guy propositions you. Don't go with him. Don't go with him down the alleyway. You'll meet Chad Warner in his Doc Martens
His tongue out.
and his neo-Nazi haircut.
Yeah. Slightly mustard coloured shirt, sort of about button up here.
braces. They're disgusting. What a disgusting team to be doing, getting up to stuff like that on the weekends. My goodness.
Oh.
I knew it. They're on the roids too, that lot. They're all on the roids.
They must have so many good doctors just on standby. What is it that you can still go down the change room and get a jab?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
The fuck is that?
It's not really looking after player welfare very well, is it? What's in the jab?
Masking an injury.
What's in the jab? Might be a bit.
Well, it's got to be pethidine.
And a bit of a helping hand there, I reckon, don't you? This'll get you going, son. Don't worry about that.
When they get out of the race, straight away a pillowcase goes over their head, so they can't see anyone, and they hear you'll feel better in a minute. Oh! Put him out.
This drug legal in my country. Yours not sure, but doesn't matter. You'll play well.
No. Shh! You didn't see me. I was never here.
As Isaac Heaney he say.
Shh. You go.
Yeah, what do they give him? What do they give
Yeah, I
him?
don't know. It's got to be. Well, what was the?
Could be like a
Novocaine?
local anaesthetic or something. Could be anything.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. How can you come out so quick again? Like, there's no rehab.
Yeah. They can, like, you know, those muscle manipulator physio guys can do amazing stuff.
They're usually on the boundary though. Those guys.
Oh, they'd have
really
they'd
work.
have them downstairs too. Yeah. The guy I used to go to, he's retired now, but he reckons that he and another one, there was some rugby league guy for Newcastle. They made the grand final, but this guy did his hamstring.
Yeah.
And he said, we got him ready in 1 week. He said, we pulled his muscle apart, the two of us. I said, would that have hurt? He's going, oh, yeah, that would have hurt. Don't worry about that. He was in agony. They pulled the muscle apart and then let it sort of, I don't know, re-stitch itself or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they got him right for the grand final.
Man, I'd love to know how to do that.
Yeah. So would Carlton.
No, it hurts.
Said I should ring him. Ross, I reckon there's a fucking quid here for you. A few cashies down there.
Do you know a Andrew Russell? If you just knock on the door and say, the two blues drummers
Sent me.
said there was some problems down here and I could sort it out. Are you Andrew?
Let me at him.
Yes.
Where's those hamstrings? Chera.
Oh, what are you doing to them?
Trevor, he'd never admit to an injury ever again after that. That might be the answer. No, I'm fine. He seemed to be limping. No, I promise. No problem.
Now, I come to think of it. I went to this F45 class, right?
Yeah.
High cardio thing. And I did a running session with Andrew Russell. He was working down there. And he nearly fucking killed me.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He did a sprinting class.
Oh, good.
Man. But he showed me how to run properly.
Did he?
Yeah, he said, like, when you're running, imagine that you've got a string, like through your whole
Yeah. Top of
Your
your
body,
head.
you keep straight. I don't know, because I tend to,
Oh, yeah.
you know. But that was his, yeah. And then you look at athletes and you go, well, yeah, that's true, isn't it? The sprinters and that, they're all like up straight.
Yeah, some of them have got a beautiful action, yeah.
Yeah. But fucking hell.
Billy Cobham
No.
sits up very straight on the drums.
Does he?
Yeah. I saw him in Melbourne when Scary Mother were sort of, and one of the Billy Hyde's guys got me into his clinic for free, and then the gig in Melbourne at the some jazz place.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't tell you where it was. I'd say it was in the middle of the city. Type
Oh,
place.
so Bennett's Lane?
That's it.
Yeah.
And mate, he went into this flurry around the kit. I've never seen hands move as fast from any drummer ever, even to this day.
Yeah, right.
And I mean, they were flying, and
Yeah.
there's no way you could tell what the hell he was doing. And,
Yeah.
and his back was dead straight.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to do a balance class, like on drum kit. Because I've just got that, like, permanent fucking...
I start to hunch a bit. A few times on the weekend, I had to make myself sit up.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon this thing just fucked me up big time. It's trying to get around like that. It's like a handicap, mate.
I don't know.
This is like so much.
Yeah,
Makes so much more sense.
it does. That's why I never went down the traditional path.
That's how I started.
It's got a beautiful, nice feel about it, the traditional thing.
Not when you're like 70 and you're like that.
Do you angle the snare for that? Do you angle it?
No,
Well, you should probably angle it.
I should have fucking
Forward
given
and
up.
in a bit.
Yeah, it's good for stuff. I like stuff like that, but then when you go, like, that's what I used to do, is punch the hi-hat with my left hand trying to get to the first tom.
Okay. Yeah.
Just go slice
Yeah.
to get to there, and that's horrible because the drum is flat.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should be there. Just makes sense.
Can you play match grip, or is it trickier for you because you don't do it much?
I can't sort of. I can do a little bit. Yeah, not really. Yeah, it takes me a while to get into it, but
Sounds fine.
the ghost notes.
Yeah.
Me and my numb thumb. I can't feel it when the stick's falling out of my hand
Why's that?
because it's just numb.
Why?
Because my shoulder's fucked.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah. So I can't tell if it's falling out. I
Jeez.
can't feel it. It's shit. Just have to trust that it's there. That's what stops me, I reckon. I'm doing that stuff you showed me yesterday. Yeah, last week. That that finger stuff. I'm pressing on the thumb.
Yeah.
Can't feel the thumb.
I think whatever you're doing sounding bloody great anyway.
It's good fun.
You got nice clean
I've done some
hands.
recording. Yeah.
Well, Gad plays a lot of match grip now too,
Yeah.
which is
I
weird.
can see why.
Weird to see, but
Over the years, I reckon he probably would have just really locked that in, you know, like that. Got the touch balanced with his left and right. Because it's a real different feeling Oh,
It
you
is,
felt
yeah.
it to that. I mean, it takes years to get one hand right, and then all of a sudden you got to try and play catch up.
You know, a really funny thing though, because often doing this gig, the cover stuff, sometimes we'll just break into a light jazz thing at the end of something or whatever, and
Yeah,
I will straight away just play traditional grip.
yeah,
It's bizarre.
feeling, isn't it?
And
yeah.
I still have to play jazz stuff right-handed. I can do it
Yeah.
left-handed, but feels better right-handed.
Ah,
It's bizarre. And I never play traditional grip until
Yeah.
I'm doing something like that and just feel.
yeah, and you want to.
Yeah, it's just that extra bit of touch or something you get out of it.
Yeah, I remember I saw a Weckl clinic at Drum Tech,
Mm.
and yeah, he kind of said, look, do you really think about whether you really want to play both, because you're going to have to practice double the time.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, he said it had that nurturing kind of
Yeah, it does.
feeling.
Yeah.
And he does both amazingly.
He'd have to be in the top 5, wouldn't he, in the world?
Yeah, I mean, he can do it. I just don't think he has that edge that, like Vinnie Kelly has got an edge to his playing.
But Weckl's got that beautiful touch that Gad has.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
I prefer Weckl to Vinny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
I like that attitude.
Vinny's a bit more versatile, though. I like the fact that Vinny's done, lots of
Pop and
rock and pop, jazz, funk, fusion, all sorts of stuff, yeah. Whereas Weckl's stayed in that jazz fusion-y sort of thing, hasn't he? I went and saw Weckl in clinic in when he was at the height of his powers. He'd just sort of come out and blown the drum world away in might have been 1990 or something.
yeah, right.
And I went with my uncle and Brian Nixon, who played with my uncle in Willoughby Brass Band for years. Brian went on to play for Sydney Symphony Orchestra. He's still with them.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, a couple of pretty good drummers. And we'd been to Simon Phillips together and were blown away. And then we were at Weckl, and that was mind-boggling as well. But there's this guy, he'd obviously got a bit preloaded across the road at the pub. And he was, Weckl was like this superstar, and mind-boggling stuff on the kit, And then, but this guy's going, so any questions, Yeah, are you much chopping anything else? And so that brought the house down to Australia. And fucking Weckl's going, what the hell is that, mate? And then later he goes, okay, well, any requests for tunes you want to hear? And everyone,
Hot for teaching.
no one said anything except this drunk guy goes, can you play Greensleeves? He goes, Greensleeves, the jazz standard. Yeah. And no one said anything. Weckl's like looking at the audience like,
help.
Can someone please say something else? And
Yeah.
no one did. Everyone's just going, no, I think Greensleeves would be fun to hear. So he gets up and plays Greensleeves on the drums.
But you could have done an adaptation.
No, it's just the most simple, straight ahead jazz thing where, fuck, it was funny. That was funny. But only in Australia.
Only in Australia.
Only in Australia. Yeah.
Are you much chopping anything else? I don't know if you know the guitarist Richie Kotzen or not.
No, I know that name, maybe.
He's been around. He's been around since the 80s. He was in Poison for a while, but his roots are in jazz fusion and
Oh, really?
improv and all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Plays with fingers, electric guitar, rock, electric guitar with fingers,
Mm.
and he's fucking amazing. But like, he's like, it's like, oh, what are you doing at the moment, Richie? He's like, oh, well, I'm building this fucking pergola out the back. And he just goes into detail about what wood he's a full carpenter. He wants his carpentering license, so he can get his goods cheaper from the depot or whatever. He's going right on about, how he's like, and he's a fully blown carpenter, and then he gets on the guitar, and it's just like
Unreal.
fucking like as good as any shredder. But he can play pick as well.
Okay.
I'll send you a clip of some of the stuff he does. It's more sort of blues rock.
Okay.
He does a thing called the Winery Dogs.
Yeah.
And it's
Sorry, does he live here? Does he live here or over in the States?
He's over in the States.
In the States, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. His wife plays bass in Vixen.
Oh yeah, okay.
Vixen.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I'll send. Yeah, he's got the Winery Dogs is Billy Sheehan and Mike Portney.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and him and Billy Sheehan is like going nuts. It's great. But yeah, he's amazing. But yeah, he is a really good carpenter.
Did you know?
Jesus, man.
Billy Cobham has held exhibitions around the world for his photography.
Really?
And he coached the national squash team for Switzerland.
No way.
Yeah. There's some
love that.
Clever bastards out there.
Yeah. I love it. I love it when you hear something like squash, of all things, like
Probably
not NFL.
plays both hands. 2 rackets.
You imagine the timing? Whack!
Whack! Fuck, he was a monster when he was young, mate. He was...
I never listened to much of him.
Oh, mate. Been a couple of things pop up on Instagram. It's like, holy shit, he could play. Speed and power was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I used to shy away because I couldn't play double kick drum. I used to see double kick drum players and just go, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no, I was exactly the same until I heard Simon use them in Give Blood, and they were used so tastefully, and sort of took the song, just bumped the last chorus up a level by using them. I was like, oh, that's really that's a very musical way of doing it.
So you can use it.
Yeah.
There's another guy that got me into that mode as well, and I can't remember his name now, but he used double kick drums that were just so cool.
You've heard the album Spectrum by Cobham, though, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, you got to listen to that because the first track's full-on double bass drum. I always fast forward it. It's amazing, but I fast forward it. The rest of the album is just all these killer grooves, beautiful grooves, amazing.
Oh, those couple of things you sent me, that Tackhead.
Yeah, Tackhead.
I love that whole theme.
Me too. Yeah.
Because I've written a couple of things like that, and I've grabbed samples of like Aldous Huxley and stuff like that, and I'll send you one of the tunes I've done. But I went through a phase where I was just grabbing interviews with different people, and they're going on rants back in the 60s about how information technology was going to be in your hand. And this was like, these guys had like vision for miles.
Yeah.
And what it would, how it was going to affect. So I cut up all of these Aldous Huxley interviews. And after I did that one, I just went through a real binge of it.
Yeah.
Like every really cool phrase I could find. I'll send you some of those. Yeah, that was good fun. Like I'd just get my headphone, because it'd be late at night, and I wouldn't be able to record. And I'd get my phone and put it in the headphones and record like an interview of someone.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And then I'd just pull it into the computer and just cut it up.
Lo-fi.
And then write music around it. It's kind of...
Well, the interview would be a bit lo-fi, yeah.
Oh, the interviews are real, like we are now, you know. Well, you see, the instruments of information technology. He's got this really well-spoken, you know, really well put together arguments, you know, rather than people just going, rah, fucking internet, rah.
The bass player for Tackhead is Doug Wimbish, who played in Grandmaster Funk and the Furious Five. And and then he went on to, he was a session guy. He played for Mick Jagger and actually toured with Mick Jagger and Simon Phillips in 1989 out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hardly have listened to any, like in total.
Yeah.
Hardly any music.
Oh, I feel like that too. Yeah, that's why I was. That's why I went on that great big LA session thing over the last few years, because I was aware that it was there, but it was and then when I listened into it, I was like, holy shit, these guys were the best. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spectrum by Billy Cobham, man, you love it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's musical. It's really groovy, and it's 1973. It's influenced so many musos.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of it.
Even people like Massive Attack and all sorts of people love Cobham.
Oh, I love those guys.
Yeah. Well, they sampled Cobham. That album Spectrum is one of the greatest albums of all time. Yeah, you'll love it. Not just the drumming too, just the grooves and the playing.
Yeah.
I might have to go to bed.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
What have we got? So Gold Coast, we've got to win, haven't we?
I think we could easily. I think
we could lose easily too.
I think so too.
If they play like that, fuck me.
Well, if all they have to do now is just watch that game and go, this is how you play against Carlton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But now all you have to do is go, who have we got this week? Carlton. Oh, just watch the Sydney game. Done.
Or Adelaide. Or Collingwood.
Yeah.
They all did the same thing.
If you're North Melbourne and you're coming up against Carlton, you just go, reference. What was the date? I can't remember. Sydney SCG versus Carlton. Okay, watch that, boys. Okay. Shock. North Melbourne beat Carlton Blues. How did you do it?
Same way everyone else did.
Just tag Walshy.
Yeah. Or Cripps.
Easy. Yeah. Done.
Put our fastest player in the mids.
Yeah.
Roughed them up a bit. They're a bunch of pussies. They back off once you do that. Pressure them.
Yeah. That's it. For every team out there wants to beat Carlton, just watch the Sydney game. But you know what? Everyone's going to figure Sydney out too.
Yeah.
It's just the way it evolves.
Yeah.
So my only upside of all of this is that we get our fucking heads out of our ass and start trying to use this to go against other teams. Do your homework. Apparently they do, but they didn't. We seem to be always like doing our thing, just doing our thing. And, you know, sometimes it comes off and then other times they pull us apart.
They certainly can't. They don't seem to be able to adjust when that's counteracted. They don't seem to be able to adjust. That's a big problem that has to be fixed.
Yeah.
So
what I'm thinking is, I reckon the whole top 8 is going to, like, by the end of the season, it's going to be...
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's going to flip.
There's every chance Essendon won't be in there. There's every chance Port Adelaide. I think Port Adelaide.
Whew. Geez, they nearly got done in the Hawks.
Hawthorn suddenly look all right, don't they?
The Hawks, look, they should have won that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious.
That's just a bit of experience too, isn't it?
It is. They went into the defensive role way too early.
Yeah.
But Port snatched it. But yeah, I reckon the top eight's going to go. Phew.
I agree.
I reckon everyone's gonna-
But I think Sydney are going to stay up there the whole year.
Well, you can't. I don't know if you can.
I
okay.
don't see much weakness in them. Do you?
No. Unless they break down. But
Richmond, it'd be interesting to watch the Richmond game again and see what they did. I think it was just manic pressure, wasn't it, from Richmond?
I don't know. I didn't watch that game.
Yeah, I did.
I was just really surprised.
Lots of manic pressure and run.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Can they play like that on bigger grounds? Well, I suppose they beat Fremantle out there in the West.
I'd like to get them on the MCG. I reckon it'd be a little bit different.
Yeah, I agree. Did you ever go to VFL Park at Waverley?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That was immense, that ground, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man,
I was saying that today.
The midfielders must have run fucking K after K on that ground.
Well, there was no zones then either.
You could barely see the other end of the bloody ground.
Yeah. There was no 666.
Yeah.
So everyone could run, but they weren't super fit back then.
Oh, they were. I reckon a few of the midfielders probably ran greater distances than these guys do now, but just not as fast and intense as these guys do now.
Yeah.
I reckon back in the day, a few midfielders would have run around 25k. Seriously,
Whew.
at Waverley, you'd have to. That ground was just. What is it now? Is it still a footy oval or not?
I'm not sure. I did inquire a couple of years ago, but
I think someone said it is. Maybe Hawthorn trained there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be it'd be a huge waste if there wasn't someone out there. Unless I just thought maybe they just built condominiums over the fucking lot. I don't know, but I don't know if it's still.
I'll Google it. What happened
Google
to
it, mate.
VFL Park, Waverley?
Actually, I'll go to maps. I'll have a look at it. VFL Park Stadium, Mulgrave.
In December 2001, the ground and surrounds were sold by the AFL to Australian property development company Mirvac for a reported 110 million. Once the plans were approved, the ground was demolished starting on the 11th of December 2002.
I was right. There's condos on it.
Ah, well, fair enough.
But you know what? Check out the shape of it. It's round.
Big fucking ground, that one.
So they've built condos around that one.
Oh, is the oval still there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. God.
There'd be lots of dog shit on that.
I was just thinking that these dogs just pooing all over it. Come on, Reginald, let's go for a walk.
I wonder if that's the Wheelers Hill local footy ground. Well, that's strange.
I think I'd heard someone was training on it, maybe.
The ESTT College of Natural Medicine.
Wow, okay. God, they've got a bright future. Medical tyranny that's happening around the world.
So imagine living on that ground and you're just kind of looking at each other. Here we are.
You could do laps.
Everyone's got an Apple Watch. Yeah, I'm going for a run.
Little
And it's like 100,000 people running around. And 40,000 fucking dogs.
Everyone with their little plastic dog poo bags.
Or the, 100,000 people with 50-foot leads. Do you get that where you are? Dog leads are about 40 feet long.
No, I was going to say though, talking to Willoughby near Chatswood, the Willoughby Living Facebook group community page is worth they tackle the big issues of, dog walking etiquette at Willoughby Park and dogs poo. Where a dog, someone posted went on a big rant about an owner. They let their dog poo and he just covered it over with leaves. And so he's taken a photo of all the leaves and circled where the dog poo was. So.
Okay, evidence.
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
I wrote, are you okay?
It's okay not to be okay.
There's a Carlton player at the door, Grant. I can hear them.
That's nasty. The Carlton ones were. Like up to Coney.
Hold a Sydney Swans jersey at it. Run away.
Well, they're Indigenous. They're Indigenous Guernsey was shit anyway.
Was it?
They hardly put any effort into it.
Racist, see? That'd be Warner's influence.
Yeah.
No, I am not putting Indigenous.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Their race is inferior.
Get rid of that. You can have some of the dots.
Arrange it into a bloody...
Put it into a Hindu.
swastika.
It's a Hindu symbol, mate. It's not what you think.
What?
Peace. Nah, mate.
Fucking Hindus.
You turned it on an angle, mate.
Yeah, it's water.
It means fucking hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hungry?
Tough game on Friday night, was it?
I cracked the shits. Kicked the cat around the fucking land. Still wants to come around. You look knackered, mate.
Yeah, it took it out of me this year. I'm getting older.
2 gigs plus work.
Not very fit at the moment either. I'm sort of just not motivated to get to Krav Maga.
Yeah, right.
Mostly because it's an hour drive to get there. Oof. It's an hour class, 45-minute drive. It's pretty much a 3-hour commitment to do it.
Yeah, that's big.
It's just got to the point where I'm like, I love it, but
I know.
I might be better off spending the money, just go to the local gym. I'll do weights again, and there's punching bags and stuff there.
You
do
go
a bit
to
of
the
cardio.
bag.
Yeah.
But hitting the bag is hard, mate.
It's
hard.
Good. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'll just stick to my runs. I've just been running it. Still, it's been cold, mate.
Oh, Melbourne would be shocking. Yeah, it's been cold up here. It was freezing because it's an outdoor gig, obviously. So, mate, the first couple of hours on Saturday, my hands were barely working. I was fuck, it's cold.
Yeah.
And Sunday actually was the same. Yeah.
Did you used to run your hands under the warm water thing?
I had
outdoor gigs.
I had to on that tour we did because remember we played in Jindabyne.
I remember you doing that.
Remember you know why? We played in Jindabyne, right?
Yeah.
So I never used to warm up. I just, young
do
enough.
A few singles.
Oh, we were young enough and we're doing so much playing. It was like,
yeah.
Pace yourself in a bit and then you'll be fine. But
yeah.
So, yeah, we played Jindabyne and I remember walking out like, I don't know, half an hour before we were going to play, thinking, oh, it's weird they haven't turned the heaters on yet. It's pretty cold out here. And anyway, it came out and it was fucking freezing. And I went hell for leather.
Yeah.
And my seriously, I had pains up the wrist.
Oh, mate.
And by the end of the gig, I'm holding onto the stick with two
Yeah.
fingers, just going shit. And
Yeah.
that was it for the rest of the tour. I had to put my hands in boiling hot water just to
Yeah.
get them all warmed up and get blood flow in there.
Jeez, you think now like you could buy all sorts of gloves and everything, probably.
Yeah. It's a bit silly on my behalf, but I didn't think about it. I thought, surely they'll chuck the heaters on, you know. That was a gig where no one was in our room and everyone was next door playing pool and drinking beer and having a grand old time.
Oh,
I think.
I had a shit gig that night.
Me too.
I had a terrible gig.
Yeah.
And I had an old mate, an old roadie mate that I bumped into.
Yeah.
And he rolled this massive joint and before. And then I went and tried to play and it was just, oh, shit. And he came up to me afterwards and said, that was fucking awesome, mate. I'm like, oh,
No, it wasn't.
that was terrible.
That's always the way, though, when you used to play badly. Oh, it made that sound of you were fucking on fire tonight. Oh, yeah.
No.
And then when you'd have a blinder, no one would say anything.
No, it's like,
Did you used to get that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a bizarre thing. Like, even collectively, like, the whole band would just be just horrible one night. And
That sounded amazing. Like, you guys
that was the
amazing.
best gig you guys have ever done, mate.
Yeah, we used to get that too. Isn't that strange?
It is.
It was a really
happens
strange.
in every band.
I suppose it does, yeah.
It does. It's like, oh, you guys are fucking amazing. Yeah.
If you only knew. Yeah.
If you could hear what I hear, what I heard.
Yes. Well, Grant Miller.
I hope this worked out all right. I used the iPad tonight, so I thought
it's actually pretty. Yeah, it's good actually. It sounds better too.
Yeah, because these iPad Pros, the microphone on these things.
Yeah, beautiful.
The speaker, I mean.
Yeah.
You just put some music on these things and you go, where is the bottom end coming from?
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, maybe I'll use this one tonight. I might have a better microphone rather than the old 2012
MacBook. Yeah.
MacBook.
Yeah.
She's down there now, but I'm working on something at the moment.
Oh, cool.
I've got some triggers going, stuff. I'm enjoying recording at the moment.
Cool.
Just EQing. I've got a Tom Brecklin kit. Triggering a Tom Brecklin kit.
Yeah.
But I've wound up the bottom end like heaps. So it's the kick drum and the snare are fat. And the hats are even fat.
Okay.
And the crash cymbals just sounds like...
And you trigger it through with the Rollins?
Yeah, just that straight into the USB.
Do you find any problems?
I just don't like the sensitivity is horrible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work through it. Like I'm trying to figure out whether there's something I can do on my end.
Mm.
But at the moment, it's like the distance between.
Yeah.
That's okay. This is okay.
Yeah.
I can get away with this.
Yeah.
But on this, it's like from.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And it really sounds horrible. Like when I send people tracks, I have to say, listen, like this sounds like a bad MIDI file. You know, sorry.
You can you can probably edit some of the velocities.
You can edit it all
if you could be bothered. But yeah.
I let them do it.
I find with it. Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I just hand it over and go, there you go. Like, you do what you want. Like, but it's, I just let them know that it's.
I find with this thing, for some reason, the bass drums don't trigger properly on the samples. It's there, but I've always got to raise the velocities right up.
Right. Yeah,
really
I have
quiet.
to do that a fair bit.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I'm using Studio One, which is a PreSonus thing.
Well, I use Studio One too.
Do you?
So yeah, we're just trying to switch over to Ableton. Yeah, but
I like this Impact XT thing.
Yeah, I use that a bit. Used to use it.
Yeah, I reckon it's good.
No, I use Superior Drummer.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But the bastards don't offer a good upgrade sort of. They give you like $30 off for the upgrade or something. It's like, come on, guys, fuck.
And what do you get?
Yeah, I know.
Like a useless pack of sounds that you're just like, okay, industrial hybrid pack. Okay.
But we were having real problems with. So we got Studio One version 4. I think there's a 5 out now. We're having massive problems with it. So, and my son was living here, and he just said, "Why don't you just use Ableton? I'll give you my. I've got a couple of authorizations. I'll give you one of them, and you can just use that." So it's interesting. It's pretty good. I don't. Trouble is, I know all the shortcuts and everything on Studio One. So yeah.
Did you ever use that? The Atom? Mm-mm. That's great fun.
Is it?
It's good pad. It's good sensitivity. Okay. Yeah, I love that.
Okay. No, sometimes a bit anti-technology. I'm a bit of a Luddite.
I just like that industrial stuff. I like.
Yeah.
I do like that stuff. All of that dark stuff. Well, I listen to you guys every night. That was pretty dark.
It was very dark. It got very dark. Didn't start out dark. It got very dark. Yeah.
Oh, you guys, your second album would have been fucking great.
I've got the demo. I can give you all the multi-tracks for the demo for the second one.
I'll release it on Spotify.
Yeah, go on. See what Andrew does. Never heard of that.
I'll just mute him. Mate, I'd love to hear MP3s of a second album.
Yeah, I haven't got any mix down, so
haven't you?
No, and it's really hard to mix because when it was printed digitally, for a start, the keys went down way too hot, so it's it's a shame. And there's so much spill in all the different mics because it was done at Charing Cross, and there wasn't enough separation. It's kind of a small studio, so.
So Rick Will didn't do your second album. If you were going to do a second album, he wasn't involved.
He would have been if we. So we submitted it to Mushroom, but by that stage we'd sacked management, which was also our managers were also our publishing and also our.
Hooked into
a label, hooked into Mushroom.
The whole thing.
Yeah, so it was House of Cards.
Okay.
So we submitted the second album demo to Mushroom, and they went, "Well, we just don't feel confident now with you guys with no management and all that sort of thing. So we're not going through with it."
Oh,
yeah,
mate.
Yeah.
Geez, these days you wouldn't have even needed a fucking manager or anything.
No. But these days it goes nowhere too. It goes out into the ether.
I know, but
do you
at
have
least
Spotify?
Out into the noise.
9 people around the world listen to it. That's it.
I get
while all their bots play stuff over and over again, so that all the major record labels earn millions and trillions and create AI tracks for themselves, so they earn all the royalties and stuff. I fucking hate. I left Spotify this week.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Fuckwits.
Yeah. I don't understand any of that stuff. Like I never have. I've inquired about it with different publishers and stuff, and they don't even. I phoned Apple one day, and they couldn't tell me how the breakdown worked. Like
it's just become,
nobody knows.
It's just become a giant rort, the whole thing. And it started out, oh yeah, I know. Look. It's not great at the moment, but when everyone uses it, then artists will get paid way more money. That's how it works. Like the more people use Spotify, the more artists will get paid, and it's gone the opposite direction.
No, I've read the post.
And they've created their own bloody tracks which fill up the thing so that so they don't have to pay artists. And I fucking hate those guys, hey.
It's almost like you got to use streaming as a way to get people to your shows or sell merch
Mm.
or like sell physical things.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's no way you earn a living off streaming.
You're
Fuck.
probably just better off putting your music on YouTube. At least you got some sort of chance
Yeah.
of some sort of money.
If you just yeah, absolutely.
Because now they're
Well,
not going to pay artists, anyone that's getting under 1,000 plays. They're just not going to pay them anything.
So what are you paying for?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's people, but people put it up there on the off chance that somehow they'll get on a playlist or
Nah.
someone around the world will hear it and go, oh, that's good, and play it to their friends, and then maybe it'll build. I just don't think that it works. I just don't think that works.
No, I think they know exactly what's going to go where. It's like, it's just noise, isn't it? Effectively.
I think, my personal opinion, I don't think they want independent artists to succeed, actually. And Facebook are making, Anna, my wife, is always doing streaming stuff, and lately Facebook's really been fucking with the streams.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's almost like they just don't want independent artists to go anywhere.
Just throttle the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they can continue to focus on, idiots like Taylor Swift and whatever else.
It's the same with anyone that's got any kind of information that they just don't.
Yeah.
They don't want they just throttle it so that you can't listen to it, you can't hear it.
Yes, that's right.
It's been going on for decade now, I reckon.
Yeah.
Anything alternative? It's just like, no, I can't listen to
even
that.
when you something you're interested in Facebook and you think, I wonder what the comments are.
Yeah.
Even the, top comments, most relevant.
Yeah.
That's a form of censorship, isn't it? It's like getting you used to like, well, hang on,
what's the reference point?
I want to read what everyone fucking says, you dickheads. Fuck off.
What was the last comment? And I'll go through the rest. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll decide what's relevant.
Yeah.
No, you won't. It's funny though, that sample thing I was talking about with Aldous Huxley, it's got all that in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nothing. It doesn't really shock me. It's just like, oh, well, fuck it.
Sad,
I'll
mate.
just sit in my garage and...
Devalued music completely devalued it.
Yeah.
Now they're doing it to... a friend of mine popped up on the Spotify thing and said, yeah, well, they're doing it to books as well now. They're just uploading books and not paying. And
Yeah.
So all the arts now are worthless.
Yeah. Digitalized.
Yeah. Socialized to social media.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not surprising.
So we're not going to get rich from our Two Blues Drummers podcast.
Anytime it goes into double digits, I'm just like,
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're just appealing to a politically incorrect minority.
So I think, imagine if I bump into someone that likes what I say. They're going to be fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, okay, mate. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I smashed me missus too, mate.
Do you want the grass?
Oh, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean it was a joke?
You want to go and get a beer? All right, meet me in that pub. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
What are your goals? Let's talk about that.
I'll see you there.
I'll be there in a minute.
Wait.
Don't turn around. Do you need to get a bus anywhere?
If it feels like I'm not going to show up, don't worry. I will be. I'll be there soon. I've just got to go and do something. What are you doing?
You know exactly what I'm doing, mate. Now get moving. All right. I believe you. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you. Mate, we're mates, aren't we?
Well, I was so disgusted at that performance against Sydney. I got nothing to report on BT or Richo, or
Oh, hang on.
I've got no shot to the crowd.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. There's got to be something here. Hang on. Oh, here you go.
Oh, nice. Jim Carrey. What the hell is that hat? Is that a Port Adelaide supporter?
Yeah, Port Adelaide.
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what's going here.
Yep.
Each to their own.
Yep.
Grundy,
Yeah.
have a look at the fingernail colouring in the fingernail.
Oh. Right.
Painted his nails for that one.
Oh. Blue?
Black.
Yeah.
So that's a nice touch.
He's sensitive young man.
Oh yeah, just what I think of the MCG.
SCG. Yeah.
MCG. What is this? A centre for ants?
You can tell the Aberdigitals. What does he say? Something like that.
What's he say?
That is a
I'm a
good
mermaid. I'm a
merman. I've got the black lung.
It's a funny show.
Will Farrell's off the chain on that one. Oh, he's unreal.
It's haircut.
He's unreal.
I love it when he's swimming in the water. He's pouting. He's a funny dude. The guy that
I find him not bad. My wife hates his guts. Can't stand him.
It's like that with Jim Carrey, isn't it? Like people either hate him or love him.
I've never quite understood what people say in Jim Carrey, but yeah.
I think he's hilarious.
Do you?
Oh mate,
Yeah.
the cable guy.
I've never watched them.
Oh fuck.
Mind you, I mean, maybe I should. I avoided the what's it called? The spy. What's the spy who shagged me? That guy. What's it?
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. I thought that just looks so fucking
Yeah.
stupid. And then I watched one and I was in tears of laughter.
Roaring.
All those little facial expressions.
I know.
It was like being back at school. I thought it was hilarious.
It is.
He's very.
You got to watch the cable guy, mate.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. That's a definite worth. It's worth looking at. If I was to say to anyone that said, "Oh, I hate Jim Carrey," I'd say, "Have you seen the Cable Guy?" No, I'd go, "You got to check that out.
Okay.
That'll make you laugh."
Yeah. Okay.
Even now, it's pretty dated, but just his character in that is just nuts. And well, yeah, what's his name wrote that?
I don't know.
Zoolander.
Oh, did he?
Zoolander man. Yeah, he wrote that.
He directed Severance too on Apple TV. Have you seen that?
Severance.
Yeah.
Sure, I have.
Yeah.
Severance. What's that about?
It's about a company that develops a method of like separating the brain between work and home life, so that
I remember
when they're at
watching
work
this.
they can't remember their private life, and when they get home they can't remember what they did at work.
Yeah, he's a clever guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
All right, mate.
Have
It's
fun.
getting really loose now.
Let's hope that we beat the Gold Coast Suns.
Oh, they're just watching the Sydney tape now, just going,
Oh, yeah, that's all you do. That's easy.
is that it?
Yeah, rough them up a bit, pressure them, tag the midfield. Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Whereabouts? Marble.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares? All right.
Who's the fastest runner in the team? I am. You're playing midfield this week.
Do you know what a tag is? No, a tag. What? Just chase the same bloke around all day. Yeah, okay. All right.
That sounds easy.
I'll do that.
Well, you got Took Miller and bloody Rowell in the middle. Shit. Oh, God. I'm not sounding good, is it?
Goals! Raining goals.
Seriously, there are times I love Kennedy, but there are times he looks like a sloth on running, doesn't he? It's like,
Yeah. Like they're in water. That's what it looked like on Friday. Just
muddy
in
water,
the pool.
mud flat, mangroves.
Yeah. And everyone else is just on pristine.
No, those elevator walkways at the airports.
Yeah, that's the only photos I've got.
Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with the Port Adelaide support.
Port Adelaide was good.
That was
good
fantastic.
Score.
Yeah,
I was just watching that game. That's snappable.
They're really rivaling Collingwood, aren't they, for supporter base?
Collingwood are going to be all right too.
Interesting to lock all the supporters in an arena somewhere and give them axes and stuff and
VFL.
see what comes out.
Did you see Tom Papley?
More interesting than watching Carlton play.
Did you see Tom Papley walk into the centre and he had the axe? And he was just joking. He went towards Zach Williams like with the axe.
Really?
Yeah. I thought, great. It's exactly what they did.
I mean, no, I won't say that. I'll censor myself on that one.
Just message it to me.
All right. Yeah.
And then I'll
You'll
share it.
say it next week.
I hope this works, mate.
I mean, he does, at times he looks like someone's little brother's that's escaped from the bloody sheltered workshop running around, doesn't he?
Zach?
No. Papley.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
He's packing a bit of airline food.
Yeah. Gets let out to play footy on weekends and then back to...
How long do I do this for? 10 hours, mate.
That was a really...
Okay.
You played really well, Tom. What would you like this week? Can I go to Luna Park?
I want to go to McDonald's. I love the playground at Bunnings. Okay, Tom, now you can't go to both. Which one do you want? Oh, Bunnings McDonald's, Bunnings McDonald's, Bunnings McDonald's, Bunnings McDonald's. Bunnings! All right, Tom.
Back to washing laundry.
Then can I watch the Waterboy again?
Chad Warner's mean to me.
What did he do to you, Tom? Well,
Called me a retard.
you know
He'd
that.
like to put me in the camp or something.
You know my job at the airport. He teases me about one. Well, at least you've got a job, Tom.
And on that note, I think
On that note,
we should go.
yeah.
Thanks,
Well,
mate.
we'll really get going.
Calm the blues, I guess.
Yeah.
If you can be bothered. If you feel like it, boys, go on. Yay. If you don't feel like tackling, don't worry about it. Just like last week.
Just watch.
Yeah, just watch Took Miller run past you. That's all right.
It's
See if
a
you can
slow
get any
jog, mate.
pointers. Yeah.
Just try and grab him by the pants and let go. It's all right.
Yeah.
We know.
You're still stars in our eyes. And yours.
Still a head in the Coleman, mate. Fuck knows how that happens.
Just do this one, Charlie, you know. That's what we need. Charlie wigs.
Yeah,
That'll be good ones.
that'd be awesome.
All right. If anyone's listening and can make us a Charlie wig, we'll wear them next week.
Yeah, if you're anyone out there who makes wigs, you can sponsor this show. Contact.
We'll wear a different one every week. Made by Tom Papley. All right. See ya.
See you, mate.